Hey everybody, my name's Steve Morrow and welcome to this week's episode of More Please. Today we're going to swap out the savory for something a little bit sweet. We're here on Robertson Road in Bell's Corners and we're going into Cheer Me Up Bakery. Come on, let's go.
I'll tell you what I want, what I really want, yeah.
I'll tell you what I want, what I really want.
What I want, yeah. A little bit more.
A little bit more.
A little bit more.
Just a little bit more.
All right, we are inside Cheer Me Up Bakery on Robertson Road, talking to the owner, Marina. Now, Marina, why did you open a bakery?
I was always loved baking and making cookies and cakes for kids. Although I was working in IT industry for 15 years, and I had nothing to do with professional
different
baking.
from IT to baking.
Yeah.
So, and then you just opened up a shop because you're good at baking.
So everyone, I just heard it all the time. You should open your bakery, you should sell your cakes, you should do that and this. And then we moved to Canada and COVID started. So I decided
Why
we
not?
live
Yeah.
only once and we just
And you've been here a little over a year, and from what I understand, sometimes you have lineups out the door because your baking's that good. But you don't just do baking, you also do like croissants and sandwiches and coffee, so anybody coming in, there's like a myriad of different things they can get from here. That's awesome. I'm excited to get into the kitchen, see what recipes we're going to be making today, and we'll take it from there. So come on, let's get into the kitchen.
Just a little bit more.
Just a little bit more.
All right, we're in the kitchen now with Marina, the owner of Cheer Me Up, which we've met earlier, and she's going to make marshmallows. Now, I'm used to seeing marshmallows in a package in the store, those white fluffy ones, sometimes there's color. You're telling me this is going to be completely different than, say, a
Completely
store-bought
different.
packaged marshmallow.
That's
Okay?
right.
What's happening here?
Now we are boiling our marshmallow mixture, which is sugar, natural lemon extract, and light corn syrup.
Okay, and you boil that till it gets to
240 degrees.
240, okay. And if you
And
go
we
too high,
are-
then it's obviously going to burn it. If you
It's
go
going
too
to
low,
burn.
it's not going to set.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's not
That
gonna
smells-
be fluffy, and we are already there.
I really smell the lemon in that too from here. And you're going to pour that
Now
in with
we're
some
moving
gelatin.
really fast and pour it on top of gelatin. Just
It seems like such a simple recipe. Again, a little more complex because of the steps involved, right?
a lot of steps, a lot of fails and trials, and
And you've developed this on your own over time
Yes.
to be the perfect marshmallow?
yes, you can see it's starting to
Yeah, it's starting
kind
to
of
rise
rise
up a
up.
And what kind do you make? I heard there's an Oreo.
We have Oreo, Nutella, sprinkles, vanilla, strawberry white chocolate vanilla,
Wow.
lemon poppy seed, peppermint dark chocolate, espresso, maple marshmallow made only from maple.
All in a marshmallow. I never would have thought. Like a lemon poppy seed marshmallow.
We're
I've
making
never heard of
tomorrow new one, mango, coconut, pineapple,
that. Oh,
exotic one.
that sounds really good.
And now you can see it's starting to change the color and dries a little bit
yeah, so
longer,
more yellow.
Yeah, more yellow. It mixes everything, and what we are looking is cream-like texture. It's going to feel almost full bowl. So
Did you go to school to learn how to make marshmallows?
No.
Or is it just like one day you woke up, you're like, I'm going to make marshmallows?
one day I
Happens.
woke up and started making cakes, cookies, marshmallows, and everything. Now you can
Oh, I can see that. Now it's getting fluffy.
starting. The magic is happening right now. It's getting fluffy, and now it's just going to rise more and more until it almost feels like
it's
going
gonna
to
go right to the top.
over half bowl. You can see it's super hot, so the mixer's sweating a little bit.
Yeah, and that's, oh yeah, you can feel the warmth on that
Yeah.
too.
It's kind of slow process of melting gelatin.
It's almost like a meringue, but different.
Yeah, yeah. Most of marshmallows made with egg whites, And I don't like to use raw eggs in anything. Like all the creams we have with the egg yolks or egg whites,
Okay.
we pasteurize them. Like we cook till 70 degrees temperature.
Oh, so you're not using raw eggs at all.
No. We are almost there.
Wow.
Need a little bit longer,
So what
but
are you
you can
looking
see
for?
the drop. So the drop will be shorter than this one.
Oh, so it's not.
And
it's
it
not liquidy.
stays, yeah.
Okay, that makes sense.
Now you can see it's already super fluffy,
Yeah, and it's still getting higher.
and it's still getting higher.
That
You can
is
see the
awesome.
mixer works hard.
Yeah, and it almost looks thick.
Okay, now it looks like perfect
Yeah,
texture.
it's not falling off,
It's not falling. We don't have the drop.
so it's nice and firm.
So now we're going to
Turn it
reduce a
down.
little
You
bit.
throw in your poppy seeds, and that's a lot of poppy seeds too. You're not skimping at all when you make this.
And we are done. Now we are going to pour it on oily rack.
Okay, so it's already greased.
Otherwise, the marshmallow going to be super sticky, and we will not be able to cut it
Wow, I've never seen marshmallows being made before.
off.
And then
now
you just pour that in.
we're going to pour that in.
That's actually a nice consistency too. It's like you were saying, it's fluffed up nicely.
It's fluffed up, and I think it's going to.
And how
settle.
many portions is this going to be once you cut all this up?
These are going to be around 120 cubes. We are packing each 3 marshmallows in a pack, so people can mix and match, and when they want like 3 of these or 6 of that flavor.
Wow, look at that.
Now,
I completely lost my
this
train
is
of
the
thought
best
watching.
part of marshmallow if you want to try.
Do you get to? I'm going in.
Like that.
I'm going in right here like this.
Yeah,
That's it.
sure.
Like no matter
And
how
it's
much I try to
sticky.
shake
That's
it off,
right.
it's not coming off. So-
That's why we need to grease everything.
Oh my goodness. That tastes delicious. I could eat a whole tray.
That's my favorite. This one and
that's-
strawberry are my
But the lemoniness of it, lemony, is that even a word? Right. Okay, so here's a strawberry one. And that's
Yeah, and
like
we can
it's-
see the cut through.
Yeah, and that's just a sample piece. You get one
Yeah.
that's a little bigger, right? Look how spongy that is. And then when you cut it open, it's like this is nothing like you buy in a store. This is
No,
amazing.
It has nothing.
Look at that, it just peels apart, nice
With
and
the
firm,
strawberry.
sticky. I'm gonna eat a piece. That tastes like strawberry. Wow.
It's also
that's
natural
awesome.
strawberry extract.
Yeah, that is fantastic. All right, we're gonna wrap this one up, put that up in the fridge like you're gonna do, let that set, and then we'll move on to the next thing. Thanks, Marina.
Thank you.
Just a little bit more.
Just a little bit more.
So, Marina, we're here again, and we're going to make millefeuilles. Is that now? You said there was another name for that.
Napoleon.
Napoleon. Okay.
Yeah, it's
so
kind of like a milf, like the French millefeuille.
Okay.
But it's not hard and crunchy. It's super soft and fluffy.
Oh,
and
okay.
it's one of our best sellers. Today we're going to make vanilla,
okay.
and we also have chocolate one that we are going to
wow.
cut today.
So we're going to make the vanilla because it's got a set, obviously, and then we're going to bring
set
out the
24
chocolate one to
hours
see
in the
when it's
fridge,
done. Okay,
yeah.
hours in the fridge. Okay,
Yeah.
so this is not a quick recipe again.
no,
It takes
no.
time.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's go. Let's start how. Show me how this is done. This
So
is
we
what?
are start with cream pâtissière that cooked ahead and cooled. It must be very cold. Now it's super cold.
And what is this again?
Cream pâtissière. It's egg yolks that cooked and pasteurized
Okay.
with milk and sugar.
Oh, and you just let that mix it up, slide it on
We are
the.
cooking it on very low heat, stirring all the time
Okay.
until it makes that creamy consistency.
So it's like a custard almost.
Yeah, it's kind of custard
Okay, and this is
cream.
cream. Okay.
We're going to whip.
Like a heavy cream or heavy cream.
yeah,
Okay.
Heavy cold cream, very cold.
And then you said you're putting vanilla in this. Now this isn't just a normal. You're using like a very
It's pure
like.
vanilla paste.
So you're not skimping on quality either. You're putting some good ingredients in there.
This is black gold for me. Very tasty.
Yeah.
Much better than any synthetic or vanilla extract or something.
Yeah. And this just blends until it becomes a whipping cream.
And then we reduce the speed to minimum and slowly mix cream pâtissière into
Oh, you mixed the
cream.
two. Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
With don't add any extra sugar. All the sugar is here.
Is already
cooked,
in, so
and,
okay.
We don't want it
Oh, that is neat.
to be too sweet.
Like it's so tender, even like you're cutting it with a spatula.
Yeah, you can see it's
very spongy too, yeah. So again, another recipe that takes time. It's a process.
Everything,
Yeah.
everything we make takes time.
Which, I mean, in my opinion, if it takes a little more time and you're doing it properly, it's always going to taste better than if you're rushing it through, trying to get it done. And then with the vanilla, you're just pouring it in.
About 1 tablespoon.
I can tell you've been doing this a while because you're pouring and you're like, this is about 1 tablespoon. It's like, yeah, you measure as much as you can, but for the most part, it's made with feel.
And we don't trust mixer too much, so we're going to finish the mixing by hand.
So why would you switch from mixing to the mixer to by hand?
I don't want the cream to break.
Okay.
So now I'm going just to fold slowly.
Wow.
You can see vanilla paste, it's pure vanilla. Now you can smell the vanilla in
Oh,
here.
I can smell it from here. It smells heavenly.
And it's what's going to moisturize all the layers during the 24 hours.
Okay. And that's how long it has to sit for, is 24 hours?
24 hours in the fridge.
Wow.
Now we have our pillows. This is butter puff dough.
Okay.
It's very simple dough.
As you're cutting it too, you can
super
hear,
crunchy
yeah.
and delicate, so I barely can touch it. Not too bad.
And it
You
just,
can see
oh, it just cracks open.
it just cracks open, and we're okay with these tiny handles. Anyway, we're going to break them. It's going to be 6 layers of puff
6
dough
layers.
and 6 layers of cream.
So it's going to be like that high by the time you're done.
Yeah. I am always assembling cakes on the scale
Okay.
to know exactly how much to put for each layer, how much cream.
Okay.
So it's not too little, not too much.
So every time you come in, you're getting the same consistency,
Same
whether it's the millefeuille or if it's a cake,
For all
because
the
everything is
Cakes, cookies, everything.
the same consistency, which is great because you don't want to have to come and then every
No.
time it's something a little different. Every time you come in, it's so consistent. You're going to get exactly the same thing every time.
Okay, so now we're going to crush it a little bit,
Oh, so you flatten it out? Okay.
just a little bit. And then we're going to put it, and we use this tiny glass to hold it up.
It's like a dessert lasagna. So then every time you put a layer on, you reset the scale so you know exactly how much you're putting on.
Yep. Wow. You can see how thick the cream. I don't mix it like, you can still see some chunks of cream pâtissière.
Yeah.
And what makes it much better.
So every time you bite in, you're going to get a little
Little of the
taste
cream,
of it.
a little
yeah.
of mixed, and a little of the pâtissière, which is thicker than cream. We spread it evenly.
And I can tell you sell a lot of these because you're so so natural in making it. You're just like, this happens, we're done.
Yeah, that's right. Like that.
And then you just keep going. And every layer, you smooth it out like yeah.
Just a little bit to reduce the fluff, because we want it all be moisturized, all the layers. So everything needs to touch the cream.
And then you just keep going all the way through the layers till you're done.
Yep.
Perfect. And you said we have a chocolate one that's already made.
And we're going to make it pretty and cut it and taste it.
All right. I always love watching like the full from start to finish how it's made because you get to see every step behind it, and then you just keep going for all 6 after that. Perfect.
6.
Okay, so we just looked at you just made the vanilla one, and this is a pre-made, like one that you've already made for chocolate.
Yep,
And
24 hours ago.
24 hours ago, that's right. So now we have chocolate
Now we have
shavings,
dark chocolate shavings.
dark chocolate, and you're putting
and
that into.
some leftovers of the puff pastry dough.
Oh, and you mix them together.
And we mix for chocolate one, we mix about half and half.
Okay.
Like that.
Oh.
To make it even more chocolatey. It's a messy process. With this mixture, we are going to cover this cake. I don't know, but you can
Oh,
see
you're right.
it's
It's-
already
yeah.
soft.
Oh, wow.
Like that.
So nothing goes to waste.
Nothing waste.
Yeah. Oh, that's fantastic. And then you just smooth that out on the sides.
Just a
spread it
little
around,
bit where
pat it
we
back
don't have
on.
enough cream on the side, so the crumbs can stick together. Now what we're going to do,
Is just start pushing it on. Oh, that looks heavenly. I see why you sell a lot of these and why you have lineups. Because even just looking at that, that looks delicious.
And you can see how messy this cake
It is, and it's like coated in the...
But
your
we don't
topping.
want to push it too much. We want it to remain
Yeah, just
fluffy
cover,
and
but
light.
don't... That makes sense.
Now we're going to
And you're making 8 pieces out of this.
8 pieces.
Yeah, I'm excited to see how big these pieces are. Oh, look at that, eh? Just so spongy.
If we cut it too fresh, you can hear the cracks, and it means the cake is not ready. And
Okay.
you can see now that it's smooth. Hear the chocolate crack.
Yeah.
And now cut it like that. This cake is pretty hard to cut. It's too soft. You can see it's
Yeah,
pushed
it's,
a little
as you're
bit.
cutting, you see it
Yeah.
bend a bit, but I also see you're not giving it full pressure. You're
No,
kind of
no.
just letting the knife do
Yeah.
the work.
I don't want to break it too much. 1 piece
Wow, let's get that on a
of
plate.
super chocolate.
Thanks, Marina.
Just a little bit more.
Just a little bit more.
Okay, Marina, we've seen a couple other things being done. This is the part I'm most excited for. We're doing a red velvet cake. Now, you've already made the cake because it does take, again, like everything here, takes time and process to be done. Now you have the base that's already been done. What's in the base?
So base is red velvet cake. It's super moist. You can see how fluffy and moist it is even before we moisturize
Yeah,
it
like
with
you
something.
can actually feel that, like
It's
the
almost
sponginess.
sticky.
Okay.
We have raspberry puree that we also cook here. From raspberries, honey, and some lemon. You
So
can see
raspberry,
the texture.
honey, and lemon.
Yeah. Okay, so we start with making the cream.
Okay.
A little bit of mascarpone. We put together with a little bit of cream.
Okay.
We also put
The icing
in
sugar.
the icing sugar. I don't like to use sugar in creams because it doesn't dissolve. You feel like a sand, so
And you're gonna do slowly at first.
don't want to make here a huge powdered sugar cloud.
And then you just mix this till it's blended, or do you mix it till it's fluffy?
I mix it till we have steady peaks.
Okay.
Almost like a meringue.
Okay.
This cake is going to be a naked cake. We're not going to decorate it in any way on the side.
Naked cake?
Yep.
I haven't heard that before, but
So
that's
naked cake is
that's
not
there's
decorated
nothing
cake.
on it.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
You can see it's already
Pull them up a little.
at this point. We're going to add our vanilla.
Okay. And that blends up.
It
So-
blends up and it's pretty. And we are going to finish again with the hand mix. You can see still a lot of vanilla all over, and we want to blend it in.
And you see the little speckles of vanilla in there.
It's not
Gonna
extract.
make it even more delicious.
It's not dissolved in alcohol. Now we're going to fill our packing bag.
Okay.
I'm trying to avoid big bubbles.
I love watching all the little tricks that everybody has in the kitchen. You're using a milk jug to hold up the plastic
That's
instead of
the
trying
best
to
one.
balance.
Yeah,
It's genius.
like all other tools are much shorter than we use. This one is extra large bag.
Yeah.
So the
Yeah,
milk jug
I've seen
works.
some kitchens where they're trying to hold the bag open, trying to smooth it in. Here, you just milk jug and it makes it easier.
More.
Well, you can see how firm that is too. It's just staying there.
All of it. We will put a little bit of cream on the base.
And that just stops it from
Just
sliding.
stops the sliding. And we have our first layer. So we're going to make three layers of cake.
And then going back to what we were talking about before with the consistency, I noticed that all the layers are the same. Now, what do you do once you've cut the top off? You have all this extra left over. What do you do with that?
All the extras, we don't like to throw out good products.
Yeah.
So we make from them cakesicles.
Oh, and that's what it looks like, a little cakesicle.
That's
just
how
like,
it looks
oh,
like.
those are heavy too.
They are heavy. It's cake with a lot of chocolate ganache
Okay.
and dipped in real chocolate.
Well, that's awesome.
Yeah. This is going to be a naked cake. We want it super straight and smooth on the edges.
Okay.
So what we're going to do,
I love watching all the little tricks.
like that. So this is orange juice. So I'm going
Baste the top with orange juice. Now, why are you doing that with the orange juice?
So sometimes we do it with orange liquor. It depends what people ask for.
Orange liquor,
For those who ask without alcohol, we use orange juice. The sourness works perfectly with the raspberry puree.
So the sweetness of everything, and then you put a little sour to help balance.
Yeah. This is ruby chocolate ganache. We're going to take and put it just in the middle.
Only the middle.
Only the middle, because we don't want the cake to slide to the sides. So the cream is going to hold the whole construction.
Ah, okay. Which is also nice because as you eat the cake, it's going to have slightly different flavors.
After that, we have our cream mascarpone,
Yeah.
vanilla cream. Now you can see why this cake works as naked cake. You'll see all the curves of the cream on the side.
As you put it together, it's
Yes.
going to create its own little pattern on the side.
And
I
then
get it.
We want also
And a little bit in the center.
in the center.
I could literally just eat it like that. Just take that and...
And now
But I know there's more.
the pretty part is our raspberry puree, which also cooked and cooled and spread it the same way as chocolate ganache in the
Interesting.
middle. Now we're ready for the next layer.
Seriously, like that could be done. But wait, there's more.
It's
I feel like an infomercial. Okay, keep going.
It's only the first layer.
That's just the first layer. And again, the same consistency as the other piece. So every time you
Trying
come,
to
you're going
put
to get
this
exactly the same.
inside. We don't want to ruin too much the flowers we made. So
Yeah, so if you
just
push
a
too
little
much,
bit.
you just give it a little
And you
tap.
can pick. In here, we still have
you
the
still have
pretty
pattern
layer
across
right?
the side. And then you repeat the process. So I'll let you finish this up, and we'll head out to the front of the house and see what's going on out there.
Okay, perfect.
So Marina, this is my favorite part, is once everything's done, everything put together. So really quick, you don't just do cakes, you don't just do marshmallows, you also have like little meringues, you have sandwiches, you have coffee. So you could literally come here for lunch, coffee, and some desserts
Yeah, we
as
have
well.
pastries,
So-
sweet and savory. So yeah.
Yeah, perfect. And then this was the millefeuille that we made. Very tender, very crunchy. We have a completed red velvet, which we're not going to cut into because it's still setting. And then we have the marshmallows. Now this is a completed marshmallow. I've tried a few. This one is vanilla?
Vanilla.
Vanilla. So I could just eat it right off the stick.
Oh
like-
no.
No, off the stick?
Oh no,
Okay.
not just
what
like
are we
that.
doing here?
We are going to roast the marshmallows.
Like a campfire, but
Like a
in-house. So you can
campfire?
do this for somebody if they ask for it.
Yes, for
Okay.
sure.
And then I've noticed you brought a brownie. So you said something about a brownie and marshmallow.
We are going to make s'mores.
Oh, come on. That just looks amazing.
It's a little sticky.
Before I dig into this, everybody, my name's Steve Morrow, and we're here at Cheer Me Up on Robertson Road and Bell's Corners. And tune in next week for another episode of More Please. Marina, what are you doing to me? Look at this. Like I'm going in. Oh my gosh. Wow. And the marshmallow. This is sticky and delicious. Wow. Good job.
Thank you.
I'm just going to keep eating. Thanks, everybody.